Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's an all-you-can-geek movie cast. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gast, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinsod,
Hey ho!
and Tony Korkanakis.
Yo, yo, yo.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners. Welcome, viewers. I have the power.
I was like waiting for that. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
say it.
No. Yeah, I know. I had it in there. Yeah, so, guys, welcome to the movie cast. We have a ton, for those, I'm previewing it. Gamecast, huge Gamecast. Stay tuned. Movie cast side, we got some stuff to go over though real quick for you guys. Once again, we're live on Twitch Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. YouTube has all the content though from the past. It also stays up longer, so be sure to subscribe over there because that helps us quite a bit. So that's yeah, that it helps us out. Anyways, what we've been up to, guys, as I mentioned real quick, I have the power. I was able to go to a drive-in and watch Masters of the Universe, which was extremely confusing for me because I've never been to a drive-in before, and I was like ready for, they have these polls at the bigger screens, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to it's a new release, I'm gonna be on that one, but they put me in this smaller screen with no polls to mark the parking spots, so like it's just free run. It was a much smaller screen, but it was fine. Like, it was a good experience. They had Obsession and Back Rooms on one, and then they had Scary Movie and because it's a double feature.
Yeah.
And something else with Scary Movie on the other. Scary Movie was next to us, and it was really short. They were done like real early compared to Masters of the Universe. But Masters of the Universe is what I went and saw. And I gotta say, guys, as a He-Man fan, I grew up with this. I'm naturally the audience for this, and I loved the movie. I thought it was fantastic. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 because it would have been higher, but I believe for me there was a little bit too many sexual innuendo jokes, and I'm just like, it was like, as I left the theater, Amanda was like, there was a lot of sex jokes in that. I'm like, yeah, there were like Fisto, and they called him. He's like, because you fist people, and then
That's his name, though.
I know. It was not his name though. They don't even give you his name. He's like, that's not my name. And he's like, well, that's what I called you as a 10-year-old. And
I mean,
he's
that's
like,
what his name was in the
yeah.
toy.
And
The
like
toy was
Ram Man, Ram Man, because you ram people. And then later on, Fisto says to Ram Man, give him head, Ram Man. You know, so it's like there's stuff like that throughout the movie. You're just like, Tila calls Cringer a pussy. And then quickly Adam's like, whoa, he's a pussy. He's a battle cat, not a pussy cat. Wow. And I'm like, okay, so there was a lot of them, especially Skeletor. But there's some great memes to come from this movie. I don't know if you guys have seen them yet. Jim Bro Skeletor and HR Skeletor, which I would love them to make as toys because they were great.
They will.
Movie has not done well in the box office, though. I will say that under $30 million for a $200 million budget doesn't bode well for this. We've seen it before, Tony, with Transformers 1, which was a great movie. Yep. Deserves a sequel and just won't get one. Yep. Dungeons and Dragons is another one that was, deserves a sequel and just is probably not going to get
Paramount,
one.
Or who published it?
This is Amazon.
Amazon.
Oh, no, it's Amazon.
It's Amazon. Yeah. Amazon. So Amazon does go by different they don't care as much for box office. Yeah. So there's a shot, but it just reminds me of Transformers 1. I'm like, I really want to see what they could build with this. And it's just like, the worst part is the choice of a preview was just wrong. Because you have the wrong impression of where this movie's taking place for like 90% of the movie. Because of the preview. So there's like 10 minutes. 10 minutes is all it takes place in the one spot that they show you in the previews. So it's an enjoyable film. I would recommend it. Obviously, you don't have to go see it in the theaters, but I would still recommend supporting it if you can. If you can. So I loved it. Like I said, 8.5. That's really the big thing I watched. Mike?
And really just sports stuff. It's, finals for the NBA and baseball season.
Yeah. Tony?
Big thing was I did watch through Spider Noir.
Which was cool.
Really
What'd you think?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely, I don't know if I would have noticed, but I was definitely looking because you had mentioned that he looks old. And I do
It's
agree
just random.
that it's not all the time, but sometimes he just looks really old. And I'm just like, that's weird. Like, I don't know if they just couldn't do reshoots or anything, or like they don't want to spend the money on removing. But like, there are some shots where it's like, it just doesn't match up to the rest of him. Like, he'll be fine like 80% of the episode, but like the 20 other percent, like there's just random, like, oh yeah, You've aged.
You got old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really good. It has like obviously a mystery going on why the character keeps getting, because he's a detective, keeps getting dragged along throughout town and stuff like that. But yeah, it was really solid. I would say the only bad part for me was like towards the last like third. He kind of acts a little weird, and I get why they explained it, but I was just like, I don't know, man. Like, toughen up. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing. I think they did a really good job, and I'd definitely be interested if they continue this with like a season 2 or something.
I would too. The villain, I thought he was great. I think he did a great job.
Yeah, everybody was great in it, and I do think they did a fantastic job with like the world building and the setting and the costumes and all that stuff, because none of it really felt like unbelievable in terms of like, oh yeah, this takes place, back in the day and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, they did a really good job.
Yeah, I thought so. Cool. Corey?
I took my kids to see He-Man.
Nice. So you're gonna go the opposite of what I just said, because you stayed quiet when I was talking. So go ahead.
No.
What do the kids think of it? Just so
the thing is, that's interesting, is this movie is PG-13, and it was definitely taking full advantage of PG-13.
I thought so. I was,
because there's a lot of swearing in this film.
Yeah.
And like you said, there's a lot of sexual innuendo.
There's a lot of like blood action kind of stuff happening too.
I'm pretty sure it's PG-13. We should fact.
Yeah, it is PG-13. You're right. It is.
But like, so that surprised me first off, that like how much towards the PG-13 side it went for the show.
50-year-olds.
But then, then you said it at the beginning of this episode. It's like, this is the demographic is you, a 40-year-old man who's grew up on these cartoons.
That's the problem, though. It's not.
That is the problem.
40. I'm going to be 40 in months. I'm too young for this. I have no connection to He-Man.
Well, and that's the thing. I think this misses a little bit, because there's a lot of like callbacks, and there's a lot of just. What is it?
Nostalgia.
Easter eggs. Yeah, there's Easter eggs as well. Like there's some cameos that show up, and there's music from a certain meme that pops up, and there's like a lot of things that they do in this film that like you have no idea, that just goes over the kids' heads and stuff. But there's a lot of good action. I do think that the action was really well orchestrated and choreographed, and the fact that you have like sci-fi stuff with fantasy stuff is
the look of it
well
mixed. I think it looked great.
Yeah, and I did like the villains, and the fact that they were just pure villains. They weren't trying to do anything like super complex or anything. We're just bad, and we're just gonna hurt you because we're bad. Like that was like simplistic and easy to understand. But I felt that it was just very shallow. Like there was nothing else there. And my one son actually fell asleep during the film.
Yeah. Well, Amanda was reading a book, so to be fair, Amanda was reading.
I was like, oh my gosh.
No, she watched. Sorry, she watched it, but then she was reading her book. Sometimes.
How often you get to go out with your wife, I guess, on your own, right? So you got it. But no, I just felt it very shallow, and I understand it did hit for the people that it was made for. I think
I could easily see this being a 6.5 for some people, or you know what I mean. Like
I would say it's like in the 7 range. Like I think it should get a sequel, because I did think the story that they built up here was good enough. It's just. And they were self-aware with the naming conventions. That was they just kept hammering the fact that these names are ridiculous, and everybody's names ridiculous.
They kept fisting it.
It was, they were very much so. So that was unfortunate, but like bringing it from the cartoon and what it was as a vehicle for selling toys into this movie, I think they did a good job there, and this is. Definitely cool. Like they made everybody look cool.
How many female characters are there besides Evelyn?
They added another
Tila.
one. They added a new one in this one.
Well, she was in the comics apparently.
Oh, she was in the comics.
So what?
Okay.
3, 4?
There's his mom plays a pretty.
I mean, there's the sorceress.
The sorceress.
5.
Yeah.
So 5. Yeah.
And then there's gonna be
slaughtered.
There's gonna be She-Ra at some point. You know that.
But that that's the thing is like they keep treating them like 2 separate things, and you can, but I think in this day and age, you need to start with your best foot forward.
I think you're right.
Like it should be all the
that.
Like when you say
they did
it
make
should be everybody.
Yeah, but they did make the female characters more like competent. I would say.
They were. They were like
badass.
Tila was great.
The shows,
just like
though, right? They're competent.
Well, like Revelations did that, and people hated it, but I loved it. With Kevin Smith's show.
Hold on. When you say people hated it, we have to refer to the chuds online because
trolls. Yes.
Because it's like, oh my god, there's a woman. This is woke. Blah blah blah. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like,
well, that's all I saw with this movie too.
Shave your.
That's all I saw with this movie too, because all they see is in the trailer with the he/him on the name plaque, and I'm just like, there's a whole like, they're playing on that in the whole in the movie.
In his Adam life. Because he does go to Earth in this. There are a bunch of female characters on the Earth side because it's like almost like a bunch of his workforces and his boss.
Right.
Yeah. But no, I think Tila was a great character in this. So Idris Elba was good. I liked him a lot in this.
Yeah. And they gender swapped Roboto or whatever the robot's name is. Roboto.
Oh yeah.
Del Margado.
So it's a girl now.
Yep. That's a girl. Yeah. So yeah. All right.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's fun. It's a fun film. I would say it's right there with Mortal Kombat, and it's
okay. I'm gonna watch Mortal Kombat this week, so it just came out at home, so I can finally watch that one.
There you go. Yeah,
we'll see. All right, guys. Some box office / movie news. Like I mentioned, Masters of the Universe came in pretty low, 29 million, and number 2 at least. Scary Movie did 54, which is a record for it. Backrooms and Obsession are 4 and 5 at. I'm sorry, 3 and 4 at 26 and 25 million. Obsession's at 25 million. That's last weekend. Amazing for this. By the way, I just saw the news today that it is back in number 1 on a Monday. Obsession is back to number 1. Yeah. So for the 5th week, this is the first time. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Crazy. There was like somebody online like not clamoring, but like saying, "Hey, like we worked for this as production, but we're not making any money off of the success, and that we should get some money on this success." And I was like, I know it's tricky. That's a tricky thing.
You can't predict it. That's the problem. Like you couldn't have known. Nobody could have known it was going to do as well as it did. Of course. So that's what it makes. Because
I'm sure, like the thing is, if the movie bombed, I mean, it's not like they're getting paid less then, right? So
exactly.
I get it. I get you want part of that success, and I think if you were that successful, how hard can it be to share the profit of that?
Right. Just give a little bit here and there, but like yeah, exactly. It's one of those things where it's like, you would not take less if the movie lost money. Right, so
exactly. Like, would you have done it if they were like, oh, we'll only give you money if it's successful, right? Like they'd be like,
right, would you work for free and
exactly, so.
Opening this week is Disclosure Day from Steven Spielberg. That's getting a 90% on Rotten right now. But unfortunately, limited release. This is limited. I just saw The Furious is opening, and that is 100% rotten, 100% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. I said it backwards. So
it's so good, it's bad.
Yeah, I'm so psyched for this movie. I really, Tony, you gotta just give me like a thumbs up at least for this when you see it, if you're gonna see it. I don't know if I'm gonna find it.
I'm definitely going this weekend. Yeah, either if not tomorrow, Thursday or Friday.
That's awesome. And I mean, the raid comparisons are abound right now, just so you guys know. So
it looks crazy. Like, it's a stunt.
It's awesome. It's awesome. So, all right, let's get into some news real quick. Jason Momoa has dropped out of Sony's video game adaptation of Helldivers. So Justin Lin's still directing, but Jason Momoa has dropped out. That movie is slated for next year.
That's so weird because I feel like Jason Momoa would do anything. He did Minecraft, for God's sake. Like,
yeah. Well, he's doing Minecraft too.
He's doing Minecraft too. You're gonna get a pretty big payday. I don't know if Helldivers giving you a payday that Minecraft's.
Well, no, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, there had to be something.
Oh. Yeah, Minecraft was still relevant when that movie came out. Helldivers, it's missed its time. It's over with.
Took too long.
I mean,
so it is coming next year.
Another year for a Helldivers movie? Like, come on.
Yeah, well, I mean, they don't have a lead.
Well, maybe there's a content drop before it.
Yeah, maybe.
Gonna do it.
Casper Van Dien, get him from Starship Troopers.
Yeah, there you go. We didn't mention this real quick from the box office, but Super Mario Galaxy has crossed the billion mark. It is the first movie of the year to cross 1 billion. It crawled across, but it got there. Tony, we talked about they gotta definitely up their game if they want to get higher next time.
Yeah,
right?
For sure. I mean, they're kind of lowest common denominator children's movie, which isn't a bad thing, but I think to consistently hit that billion mark easier and be more towards the first movies end, which again was like 1.6 billion, which is crazy.
Yeah.
You need to tap more into that magic, I think, like Pixar does sometimes, or like Frozen
they have
did
that.
and whatnot. You need that thing go. I'm so weirded out that they didn't do a song for this one. I like that. I feel
me
like
too.
would've.
We mentioned that before. Yeah.
Like even they don't need to go full musical, but like one or two, I think.
It's Jack
Even
Black.
Minecraft did a song, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like
a few.
Especially
Jack Black.
just do it.
You have Jack Black's like whole thing is music, and you figure he would have something involved there, but
peaches.
Yeah. So, they needed something catchy for that, but it did cross $1 billion, so it's now over $2 billion for the franchise, which is amazing, especially because the budget for that is so low. So that's great, and we're getting the third. You know that.
Yep.
Let's see. Other news. Guess what started filming today?
The Batman.
Coming in 2027. Huh?
The Batman.
Yeah. Batman Part 2. The Batman Part 2 reportedly was started filming today. We don't know if this is confirmed yet. It was supposed to start filming today.
Allegedly.
Yeah. There was nothing. Yeah.
I can't
there's
even
been
be
no
excited.
posts.
I literally cannot
There's
be
no
excited
posts.
until the movie's out in theaters. I just don't care.
Yeah.
We've talked
It's
about
just
this
taken so long.
for so long. So long.
It's been 85 years or whatever. It's been like, what is it, 80 years? Or what's the, the Titanic thing?
When did the Batman come out? 2020?
Oh, when is that?
One?
No.
We talked about it last time too, and
I think
it's
we did.
like
we always forget. The Batman was 2022.
2022.
It's been 4 years. It'll be 5 years before the sequel hits, and that's if they
just
get
to put
it
it in
filmed.
perspective. Final Fantasy VII Remake came out in 2020, so it's got a 2-year lead. Well, we're gonna get a third game by the time the Batman 2 is out. How the fuck do you make 3 AAA
before the Batman?
Yeah, I know. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. You cannot tell me. That he couldn't write. Like, I'm sorry, you're not George R. R. Martin.
I don't know.
You can't fucking do this bullshit where it's like, oh, I'm not writing the script, blah blah blah, and there's issues. Okay, well, you know what, buddy? Fuck off then. Fuck off.
I mean, they gave him a lot of leeway, and
God.
we'll see. I mean, it's been a long time, so does it recap? Is it like in that gray area of nostalgia? Does it do that aging thing where it grabs a huge audience, or is it in between?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah. We can talk about that with that now. So, this is cool though. This next bit of news: Netflix has announced that Ghostbusters: Night Shift, an original animated series, is coming to Netflix in 2027. So, new animated show for Ghostbusters.
Could be cool.
I mean, they have pretty good. They only have
I'd rather
one
see
history.
an animation than a live action thing at this point.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think that's the way to go. I don't think they're gonna get those actors. I think they're gonna do their own thing, like the real Ghostbusters did. But they'll use those characters. So I think that's absolutely the way to go, especially with the aging Bill Murray and all them. I mean, they're just Dan Aykroyd. They're all getting too old to be in these movies, and that's who people want to see. They want to see Venkman. They want to see Ray, and it's just so you don't want to see a new gen. They're iconic characters. So animated is the way to go. But 2027 for that. That's cool. Let's see. Oh, so this is the last bit of news here with Netflix, though. We had talked about their acquisition possibly of Warner Brothers, and Paramount is not the better of the two. Or I don't think there was a winner. Netflix has announced that they've reaffirmed that they will not work with directors who want theatrical releases. This is a quote. There's a group of filmmakers who still want theatrical. Those are filmmakers that we've accepted. We just won't work with.
Yeah.
I get like that whole Warner Brothers thing. I get the apprehension to Netflix, the people that were on the other side, but I mean, like, I don't think we weren't going to win with either purchase. I mean, we really weren't. So, Paramount is owned by a company that's not very good. Although I will say we'll talk about some Paramount games coming, which surprised me. So we will talk about that in the Gamecast. Just kind of setting you guys up because we have a lot of news coming there. But Netflix doubling down on not doing theatrical releases is kind of weird because Amazon is releasing movies in the theaters and they're just not caring what they bring in because it's all going to their platform. So like you can do the same thing as Netflix. You know what I mean? You could release it in the theaters, make your money there, and then make your money on the streaming. But I think theirs is the Drive subscription, right? That's why they don't want to do it.
Yeah, theirs is the Drive subscriptions, and I don't know. I think they'll still do it for like special occasions. Like I think even the last Knives Out movie, right? Didn't it come out in theaters?
I think they did go to theaters, yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't think it's the end of it. It's just, both Hollywood and a lot of directors / actors have, I don't know, drawn a line in the sand about what counts as cinema. So
yeah,
whatever, But then you have fucking what's his name? Scorsese. Did you see he was like promoting AI or something like that?
I saw that.
Like, fuck off.
This is the guy that spoke out against like streaming, right? And promoting AI.
Yeah. Like streaming? No. AI?
Yeah, there's some great tools to use there.
It's like fuck off. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Holy.
So I mean, if you're really into that, you could still support the streaming then too. But whatever. Yeah. So, all right, and that's pretty much it for the movie news this week, guys. Like I said, though, I set us up. We have a great Gamecast coming soon, coming next. So stay tuned for that, please. A lot of stuff to go over. Once again, this is the Moviecast. We're wrapping it up. We'll see you guys in the Gamecast. We are out.